Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 38 of the Houston Astros franchise here on MLB The Show 20. We're getting down into the home stretch of the season as we got two road divisional matchups that have major playoff implications on the line. So if you're excited for that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below for more content, including the Detroit Lions Madden franchise that's starting this week. So subscribe if you're hyped for that. On the mound for the Angels will be the USCLA alum Griffin Canning, who actually grew up an Angels fan. He's had an alright season so far, 4.27 ERA, still very young, plenty of chances to improve. Now leading off for the Astros today will be George Springer, a little bit of a different look, 276 on the season with 27 dingers. His first pitch is going to foul it off, and we are underway here in Anaheim. Very next pitch to Springer is going to be a looping curve. He's going to ground this right to the shortstop Simmons, who's going to throw him out for the first out of the inning. So let's take a look at this Astros lineup. It looks a little different today. Manager Johnny Cook going with a little bit of a different lineup. We see Brantley up next, followed by Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, Alex Bregman in the 5 spot, followed by the shortstop Correa. 7th is Yasiel Puig, Gurriel at 8th, and Garrett Stubbs in the 9 spot. So a little bit of a different lineup. Same people, just in a different locations. Speaking of locations, Brantley gets a changeup right down the middle and shoots it right to the second baseman for the second out. And Altuve up next, though, is going to get a fastball right down Main Street. He makes Griffin Canning pay. Solo shot to left center, and Astros draw first blood. Jose Altuve, his 19th home run of the season. He has swung a hot bat the past couple of weeks, and that's just what the Astros need if they want to complete this playoff push. So Astros are on the board here first, 1-0. Next up will be Yordan Alvarez, 0-2 to him. He's actually going to get plunked, so I don't think that was on purpose, but you never know nowadays with the Astros. Very next batter, Alex Bregman gets a fastball. He could have did something with, but pops it up to where the pitcher's mound is. Rendon will put that one away. So first inning, top of the first inning's done. And Jose Urquidy's on the mound for the Astros, 2.44 ERA on the season. That's top 3 in the whole American League. Pretty dominant, hasn't really got the recognition he deserves thanks to a little bit of a higher whip, you would think, and 98 strikeouts on the season. But he will start off his day against Andrelton Simmons, hitting .292 for the Angels so far this season. 1-1 to Simmons, and he's going to dribble this one to the third baseman Bregman, who has to charge it, fields it, throws him out at first for the first out. So good defensive play by Bregman. And now we'll take a look at the Angels starting lineup. So we just saw Simmons at the plate. Then it will be the right fielder Brandon Marsh, followed by Mike Trout, center, batting third. Anthony Rendon at third in the 4 spot. Justin Upton at 5. Brian Guwin's the DH in 6, followed by the former Astro Castro behind the plate. Jared Walsh and Jahmai Jones round out the lineup. So here is Brandon Marsh, 0-1 to him. He pops one deep to left center. It's actually got some carry to it, and it will stay in the ballpark off the left field wall. But Marsh is on second base with a 1-out double. Here comes the big bat, Mike Trout. First pitch to him is actually in the dirt, and Marsh is going to go up to third. Not what the Astros wanted. So they're going to credit that one as a wild pitch. But now Trout has a runner only 90 feet away. He's going to get a 2-1 count, line it into left field. Beautiful diving grab by Brantley. Fortunately, the run will score, but good job by Brantley to keep Mike Trout off the base pass. But we're tied at 1. Next batter, Anthony Rendon, 3-0 to him, and he's actually going to get the green light and pop it to right field. We saw in a previous episode he got a green light on 3-0 and mashed a homer, but not today. Now top 2 still with the Astros. Here's Carlos Correa getting a fastball and putting it out to opposite field, and Marsh stops just shy of the short wall to record the first out. Yasiel Puig up next, 0-2 to him. He's swinging through a changeup. Yasiel Puig kind of gone cold recently after a very hot start in an Astros uniform. Here's Yuli up next, full count to him. He's going to get a slider that's cutting away from him, drills it to left field. It's going to get down up against the wall. And Gurriel has a little 2-out double. So not out of the inning yet. That's going to bring up Drew Stubbs. And first pitch to him, he's swinging. He's putting this one in the gap. That's in between left center. Gurriel's going to score with ease, rattles off the top of the wall, and Drew Stubbs has a double. So back-to-back doubles for the Astros. Now puts them up 2-1. Top of the order now, George Springer gets a fastball, laces it to right center, opposite field power. Look at that on display. 2-run blast by Springer, his 28th of the season. And Astros, just like that, have jumped out to a 4-1 lead here in Anaheim, silencing the crowd. as the Astros not wanting to miss out on the playoffs and defend their AL title. Now here's Michael Brantley in the 2 spot, 3-1 to him. He gets a fastball, good enough pitch to hit as well, just doesn't have the same power, and Trout will be able to put that one away in center. Now let's continue with these Astros top 3. Very next batter, Jose Altuve. He's going to get a fastball, and it's going out to right center. That ball's going to get down off the wall, so Altuve will go into second base with a leadoff double. So swinging the hot bat is Altuve. And exit the very powerful Yordan Alvarez. He's going to first pitch swing and put it into right field. They're actually not going to send Altuve home. Looks like they were. But there is nobody out, so probably the best call. Alex Bregman up next, 1-2 to him. He's looking at a fastball down and in. Beautiful pitch by Canning. And now a double play ball will get them out of the inning. But Carlos Correa is going to say, I don't want a double play ball. He mashes this one deep to left field. And that ball is gone. 3-run jack, and Houston has launched here in Anaheim. 3-run blast, 20th on the season for Correa and Astros. Just like that, they're now up 7-1. This game is becoming a blowout in a hurry. Manager Cook loves what he sees. And just Griffin Canning's going to get pulled for that one. Ryan Butcher comes in, a lefty, 2.69 ERA on the season. Has to just stop this bleeding. Just can maybe hold it to 6 runs, give the Angels a chance with the bats. He's going to start off with Puig. He's going to get an 0-2 count, gets a cutter, and he's going to pop it up to left field where Upton will be able to put him away. So second out of the inning, and then now here comes Yuli, and he's going to swing through a cutter. So Butcher comes in and gets his job done in the top of the third. So let's see what the Angels can do to potentially combat this. They're going to start off with a lead-off single into right field, so that'll get somebody on base. Very next batter is Simmons. He's going to swing through a changeup. Nice break on that one. Your Kitty gets another strikeout. Next batter is Marsh, and they're going to pop this one up into foul territory, so it looks like it's going to be easy second out of the inning, which means the dangerous Mike Trout's up next, so can't never fault him. He's going to lace this one to left field, but right at Brantley, so Urquidy really settling down and getting going to what he's been doing most of the season. Later in the game, Jacob Barnes comes in for the Angels, 3.16 ERA, 52 games on the season through 57 innings. So Angels having to run through their bullpen now as we go top 6. Yuli's going to lead us off. We saw him have that double earlier. 2-1 count to Yuli, and he's going to get a fastball right down the middle. Can't tell you enough. The Astros will make you pay for this one. That ball's gone as well. About to the same spot where Correa put it earlier. And that's a solo shot for Gurriel, his 13th homer of the season. He's also been swinging a hot bat recently. It's now an 8-1 ball game for the Astros. So continuing to put points up on the board. Very next batter, Stubbs, not Drew Stubbs, Garrett Stubbs. He's going to lead or get a single into right field. So nobody's still out for George Springer. He's going to dribble this one to the third base. Actually going to get Byron Doan. And that's back-to-back singles for the Astros. Still nobody out in this inning. Next batter, Brantley. He's going to get a perfectly hit, but it's perfectly hit right at Simmons. That's a 6-4-3 double play. The runner now on third with 2 outs for Jose Altuve. And he's going to get another base hit. He's going to get a perfect hit. That ball's into center, and he's got a single. Been keeping track. He's got a homer, a double, and a single today. So all he needs is a triple for the cycle. Yordan Alvarez up next. This is going to end the inning. He's going to get put out very quickly. And this one being a blowout, we're going to go to Jose Altuve's next at bat. Top 9. First pitch. Lines it into the gap in left center. That ball's up against the wall. That's going to be an easy 2. But is Altuve going to test it? Yes, he is. He's going to third. Altuve to third base, and he's safe into third. That's the cycle. Jose Altuve has the cycle. That is the first Astros cycle since Brandon Barnes back in 2013. It's been 7 years since we've seen a cycle on Astros uniform. Altuve is actually going to score thanks to an Alvarez ground out. So it's now a 10-1 game for the Astros. Next up is Bregman later in the inning. He's going to lace this one deep to right center. Alex solo shot. Bregman has to make an appearance in this game. Everything's going right for the Astros. His 38th home run of the season. And we now have a 10-run lead here in Anaheim. Angels' chances of winning this game have vanished, basically like their chance to make the playoffs, as it's now an 11-1. And let's just make a 13-1. Yuli going deep again. That ball is way deep to left field. It's 13-1 Astros. This game is just turned into a nightmare for the Angels. Kenyon Middleton gave up that 2-run blast. And it's now 13-1. Crowd's basically already left besides some orange shirts that you see in the crowd. 2 outs now. George Springer, he's actually going to end the inning thanks to a line out at Jahmai Jones at second. So bottom 9 now. Brad Peacock in the game. He's actually going to give up a solo shot here to the short porch in right field. So Angels, will get another run. And it is the former Astro Castro hitting his 8th dinger of the season. So he'll have a chance to at least walk around the base paths, get a little bit of a jog in. But that's actually going to do it for this one. Astros destroyed the Angels 13-2. And they take game 1 of this 3-game set. So Urquidy will get the win. The loss will go to Griffin Canning. So just dominance all around for the Astros. Plenty of reason to celebrate. Hopefully it's the momentum they can take if they want to make the playoffs. Take a look at the box score. 13 runs, 17 hits for your Astros. Angels had 2 runs on 7 hits. And player of the game is, of course, going to go to Jose Altuve. Gets the cycle. Let's take a look at the box score. Astros look very, very impressive in this one. Let's see what happens in Game 2. Can they take this momentum? Yes, they can. It's 3-0 win for the Astros, though. Completely different game. Abraham Toro, who was playing this game, had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs, and Greinke pitched a complete game shutout, 7 Ks. But unfortunately, we do drop Game 3 to the Angels, 7-6. Jahmai Jones had the game winner. Brantley went 3 for 5 with the homer and 4 RBIs for us, but it wasn't enough as we drop in the 10th inning. So take 2 out of 3 in Anaheim. Now we're going to travel to Texas for the last Battle of Texas on the season. Is Lance McCullers versus Kyle Gibson, another MLB Network game. Primetime action here in the AL West. As we're going to take a look at the lineups for both squads. Astros rocking the same lineup, except now we have Abraham Toro playing at first base, so Gurriel's getting a day off. And the Rangers see Danny Santana in center, followed by the speed Martinez in left. Interesting combo. Elvis Andrus at short, followed by the powerful Joey Gallo, Calhoun the DH, Guzman at first, Todd Frazier at third, Rougned Odor playing second, followed by the catcher Nick Kifo in the 9th spot. Here's Kyle Gibson's numbers on the season. 4.37 ERA, the ex-Twin who signed a 3-year deal this past offseason. Not really sure if he's living up to that 3-year deal, however, but he will be on the mound today, and Lance McCullers on the mound for the Astros. It's been a while since we've seen a Lance McCullers game. He's got a 3.61 ERA, which isn't horrible, but his whip is a 1.43. You'd like for that to at least come down. He's had a little problems with his command recently. We'll see how that happens in this game. Brantley leading off for the Astros on top of the first. He's going to ground this one straight to Guzman at first for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring us up to Bregman. Full count to Alex. And he's going to take a pitch really close to the upstairs. And that's going to be a walk. So he will take first base. Now here comes the hot bat of Altuve up next. He's going to slap this one into right field for a base hit. He continues to hit the ball well. And Gallo, look at that bazooka all the way to third base. Doesn't get Bregman, but wow, that was closer than it should have been. And then Alvarez, though, he's going to ground out 6 for 3 double play, so the Astros don't get anything home in the top of the first. Bottom first, Danny Santana leading off for the Rangers. He's going to hit this one off the foot of McCullers. He's going to be safe at first base. McCullers is okay. Manager doesn't come up to check on him, but he says he's fine. He's just kind of walk it off, and Stubbs will check on him. Next up will be Pablo Martinez. He's going to look at a fastball just completely frozen on the inside part of the plate. Next up, Elvis Andrus, the shortstop. You see a little bit of a lead, and Santana is actually going to take off. The Astros read it to perfection and gun him at second base. So that's the second out of the inning. Now Elvis Andrus, 1-2 to him. He's actually going to get a base hit down the line. Move ball boy in right field. Puig's going to get this one, and it's going to keep it to a single. Next up, Joey Gallo, and he's going to dribble this one to the pitcher. You love to see when he puts the ball on the ground. And that's going to end the first. Let's go top 2, continue with these Astros. Here's Springer swinging through a changeup and actually skipped right through it, but Kyle Gibson went down with an injury, so we're going to see Colby Allard come into the game now. 5.72 ERA. Not the highest, but we'll see what he can do, especially on a cold rest. Springer, and that later in that bat, is going to line it to left field, but it's going to be a line out as Martinez is there for the first out. That's going to bring up Correa. Full count to Correa. He's going to draw the walk, so he will take first base. And that's going to bring up Abraham Toro playing first base today. He's got a full count as well, and he's also going to walk. So back-to-back walks by Allard, losing a little bit of command. Yasiel Puig up next, 2-2 to him. He's going to look at a fastball. That's not a walk. That's a strikeout, so he will sit down. That's going to go up to the number 9 spot, Stubbs, 2-2 to him. And he's going to swing through a changeup, back-to-back strikeouts. The Astros get nothing. Allard either walked or striked out. Back to the bottom of the second now. There's a hit by Calhoun in the left. Brantley, though, can track that one down. Just gets underneath that one. It's going to bring up first baseman Ronald Guzman. He's going to dribble this one past the shift. He could walk to second base. That's going to be the easiest double he'll have of his life. As old man Todd Frazier now with 1 out and a runner on second. 1-1 to him. He's going to line this one up the middle. Can't get it is Altuve. Runner will not go home, but that's runners on the corners now with 1 out. Looking for a double play ball from Odor. He's actually going to walk on 4 straight pitches. So now we have bases loaded for the catcher. Kifo has been cold recently, and he's going to walk as well. That means a run's going to come in. Guzman's going to trot across home plate. Back-to-back walks for my colors. You don't want to see that. And then just Danny Santana, though, is going to dribble this one to Altuve, but they can't make the double play, so another runner will score. It's 2-0 Rangers now. As we go to Pablo Martinez, he will ground this one to Altuve as well, but that Rangers do get 2 in that half inning. Top 3 now, Brantley leading us off. Changeup, he's going to pull this one into right field for a leadoff single. And that's going to bring up Alex Bregman, 1-2 to him. And that ball is actually going to get away from the catcher Kifo, and Brantley's going to move up to second base. So a wild pitch by Allard puts a runner in scoring position for Alex Bregman. Next pitch of the at-bat, he's going to swing through a changeup. That changeup just nasty. The Astros just cannot seem to read that one. Now Altuve, first pitch to him. He's going to drill a curveball into left center. It's going to get down for extras, just shy of the wall. And Altuve gets another double. Oh, he's actually going to go 3. Altuve actually gets a triple. Caught me off guard. So we see Altuve get 2 triples in this episode. That's his 3rd of the season. Now he's on third base. Alvarez, though, going to swing through. That's another changeup strikeout for Allard. And then Springer, he's going to get struck out as well on the fastball. So Allard gets through the inning. Top 4, he's still on the mound. Here's Correa, though. He's going to slap a single into right field for another leadoff base hit. So it's either base hits or strikeouts for Allard. Here's Abraham Toro. He's going to get this one to right field, and look at that, another base hit. Springer's actually going to go to third, and Toro's going to try for second. He will get in there. So that's runners on second and third, no outs. Yasiel Puig's going to ground this one to the shortstop, Andrews, but it is going to play to run, and now we're tied at 2 apiece as Correa did come across home plate. So now that's actually going to be it for Colby Allard. Edison Volquez is going to come in, the former Giant and Cincinnati Red. It's had a 6.20 ERA on the season. Not what you'd like to see from this Rangers bullpen. First batter is going to be in the dirt, and Toro fell to the ground, actually having to go to second base. Looks like he tweaked his knee on a sprain, maybe cutting back to the bag. But Yuli, who thought he had a day off today, he's going to pinch run now. As Stubbs finishes that at-bat with a changeup. New pitcher, same result, as they cannot catch up to the changeup in this game. Brantley up next, first pitch swing, and that's a changeup. It's not a strikeout, but that's an out as he grounds to a 3-1 put out. Now let's go top 5 now. Alex Bregman leading off. He's going to go the exact same thing we just saw, a 3-1 put out to put the top of the 5th to start. Altuve, what can he do on this at-bat? He's just going to dribble a fastball right back up to the pitcher who fields it and throws him out at first base for the second out of the inning. Yordan Alvarez, full count to him. He's actually going to draw a walk, so the sinker a little low. So another 2-out rally potentially starting for these Astros. George Springer up next. He's going to get changeup. This one's not a strikeout. This one's laced into left center. And since this is a little full count, Alvarez actually had a head start, so he's going to round third and go all the way home. And the Astros take the lead thanks to the RBI double of Springer. Carlos Correa up next. He's going to line this one up the middle. That's another changeup to a base hit. Astros finally starting to read these changeups. And that's another RBI for the Astros. So now it's a 4-2 game for Houston. Can Gurriel continue it? Yes, he's going to lace this one up the middle as well. Another changeup base hit. Warner's going to go to third. Santana has a pretty solid arm, but he's just going to get in there. That was a close call. 3-1 to Puig. He's going to walk. So now bases loaded. Real chance for the Astros to really open up this game. It stubs 1-2 to him, and he lines this one, but right at Guzman, who stabs it and potentially saved a blowout. Let's go bottom 6 now. Rangers, Joey Gallo leading off. Lance McCullers still in this one, and he's going to get Gallo to line out to center, and Springer's going to catch that one. So McCullers is pretty settled down since the second inning, thanks to those back-to-back walks. But here's a pop-up. Left center, that's going to be the second out into the inning. Willie Calhoun can't do anything with that pitch. And now Ronald Guzman, the first baseman, up next. Full count to him, and he's going to draw a walk. That was iffy, but he's going to go to first base, which means a tying run of Todd Frazier is going to be at the plate. And Cook's just going to play it safe. McCullers is getting tired, has thrown a lot of pitches. And he's going to bring in Brad Peacock for his 60th game of the season. 4.04 ERA through 84 2/3 innings. He has 11 holds. He's looking for that 12th. Has full count to Todd Frazier. He's going to pop it up into center field. Brad Peacock gets his job done. And we get out of the 6th inning, 4-2. Let's go top 9 now, where Cody Allen's going to come in the game for the Rangers. The former Cleveland closer has just completely fallen off in recent years. He's got a 6.04 ERA here this year for the Rangers. He will start off his day against Alex Bregman, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Can we see solo shot Bregman? No, but we're going to see a walk, so Bregman will be on first to start off the inning. That's going to get us to the 3, 4, 5 hitters. Here's the 3-hitter. Altuve continues to swing a hot bat. Fastball into right field. That's going to be a double. And once more, we have runners on second and third. No outs for the very powerful Alvarez. 1-2 to him. He's just going to dribble a little meekly right in front to Kifo. And runners can't advance, so that's 1 out. Now Springer up next, 0-1 to him. He's going to lift one deep to left field. It's going to be caught, but they're going to test the arm of Martinez, and Springer's going to score with, Bregman, excuse me, is going to score with ease. It's now a 5-2 lead for the Astros. Now here's George Springer. He's going to draw a walk on the inside sinker. So runners on first and second, 1 out for, actually that was, I don't know what I'm saying. That was Correa. This is Gurriel, and he's going to go ground this one. And that's going to end the 9th. So we're going to go bottom 9 now. 3-run lead. You know what that means. That's Roberto Osuna's time to shine. He's looking for save number 37 on the season. 2.06 ERA. He's going to start off against the first baseman, Ronald Guzman, who is 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Let's see if he can get a rally started for the Rangers. 0-2 pitch to him. He just cannot catch up to the fastball. 100 on the gun. And that's out number 1. Todd Frazier up next. He's going to lift this one to center field. That's going to be out number 2. That Springer's going to be able to put that one away. So it's all down to Rougned Odor. And he's going to line this one right to Gurriel at first. Quick hands, 3 unassisted. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. The Astros win by 3. I am out of 3 puns. But 5-2 win for the Astros. Manager Johnny Cook happy. And there's 2 infielders. Darn, I thought a third one was going to come in. But Astros get the win in this 3-game set. There you go. Thanks to the pitching performances and the bats. As McCullers gets the win, Volquez gets the loss, Osuna gets the save. And player of the game is going to be Jose Altuve once more. 3 for 5. He had a triple, a double, and a single. He was a home run shy of another cycle. But Astros pick up the win in this one, and they try to stay alive in the division race. Take a look on Abraham Toro's injury. It's an ACL sprain, so he will miss 1 to 2 weeks on the 10-day IL. So we're going to call up Lorenzo Quintana to be the backup first baseman. He has had a little bit of time in the majors this year. It wasn't pretty, but he is one of the few first baseman backups that we have. Game 2, the Astros win this one 13-8. Springer went 3 for 5 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs in this one. Alvarez and Altuve also homered, so Altuve continues to swing a hot bat. And then in Game 3, we do drop this one 9-8 to the Rangers. Osuna blew the save, and Santana had a walk-off for the Rangers. I'm not sure if it was a home run. Obviously, they don't have a box score or run-by-run score template, so you can't tell. And then Gurriel, he went 4 for 5 and had another cycle. So the Astros had another cycle in that game. Take a look at the standings now. We have eliminated the Rangers and the Angels from the playoff race, but it looks like the AL East we are going to drop out soon enough. And we're 6.5 back from the wild card. So despite our winnings, this is what we had to contend with. 2 through 5 is all the teams we cannot have in front of us. and they just continue to rake this year. We're the 8th best team in the league, and we still might not even make the postseason. That's tough. Take a look at what's coming up next week. We have a home game series against the Angels and followed by a 4-game series against the Orioles. So there's a chance for us to take advantage. It is that series right there. We need to at least sweep the Orioles if we want to stay alive. Zach Greinke's going to go on the mound against Dylan Bundy in our last time seeing the Angels this year. And we're running out of time, but Astros trying to make the playoffs. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see in the next episode how they do. But make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.